Dark so long I cannot find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me. In this red light, it calls me. He is reaching out, consuming.
Back to Tyrant of the Dark Star. I'm Aubrey, your GM. I'll toss to my players to introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and then we'll get on into things.
Hi, I'm Maki. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Gravewing, the Nagaji Sylph vigilante monk / air cadeticist, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is the party mom / strategist of the rebellion.
Hello. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Laeth Adrisi IV, the matricidal Dampier Dandy Rogue and Spy Master, who uses she, any pronouns.
Hello, I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm playing Eurideux. Just Eurideux still. They are our Nephilim, cursed boy of a problem. They are going to be the party in this rebellion's firebrand, and they also use they, he pronouns.
Hello, I am Farris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Alouette, a totally normal Nephilim thaumaturge bard having a very normal and good time learning all about her way more cursed family. She also uses she, her pronouns and is the Anathema partisan.
But yes, now is the time that I ask what happened last time.
Oh, crap. That's my job now.
Mm-hmm.
In lieu of... Hold on. Stop liking me. Let's see here.
Clarify for the audiences, this is the cat.
Yeah, that's important context.
No, it's not.
She will lick me if I go anywhere near her face. So last time and not the time before that, the commoners, so to speak, plus Lorelai, went to Gavin's room, which was just a room. It had a logbook of finances and like forged identities, and that was it. The people up to Silver Fox were like, I don't know. They seem cool. They kept to themselves. That's about all we know. So the group decides, without anything to go off of hardly, they're just gonna go back and hope that hope that the other half have gotten information. They also talked about, well, what if we use someone as bait, but decided that would be a bad idea to do without everyone present. Thank you. The two groups realign at the bar, had a little talk. Lorelai expanded on the ghost story that Yuri got a hold of earlier, about a doctor with a wife and children, and the house burned down. And then there's stories about the wife wailing for her family. A problem. Lorelai offers herself up as bait. There's some gay stuff going on with bracelets. That's for tactical reasons, but it's gay. We get to see the mother of the Bloody Blade's face, and then Lorelai gets kidnapped according to plan, and we follow her back to the burned down manor, which is what we all kind of thought was going to be the thing, and it was indeed the thing. And then we open up a cellar, and it smells like blood and rotting flesh. So, it's gonna be a very normal time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we ended last session with you all opening this door to the cellar and smelling blood and rotting flesh. You all have, I think literally the only one who doesn't have any kind of dark vision is Nihil, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but he has goggles.
Goggles,
Yes,
yeah.
goggles. Who goggles?
Yeah, he's got the Sam Fisher goggles.
Mm-hmm.
So as you all look around, it appears to be the basement of of this burned out house. There is old dusty wine racks and things covered in sheets. Broken barrels, broken crates. This basement itself looks like no one lives in it. Other than the smell of blood and rotting flesh.
Is there a path in the dust that we can follow? Because we saw someone come in here, right?
You saw them go around the side of the house.
from
This
the
is
other
the
side.
only place they could have gone.
Right. But there's no dust disturbed.
Give me a perception check.
Do I start the day off poorly or do I start the day off -1 hero point?
Poorly.
Let me use my hero point.
Oh.
That is a 23.
23, you do notice that there is like footprints heading towards one of the wine racks.
Yeah, I think still keeping an eye out for traps because we did have the alarm outside. Laeth will head over towards the wine rack and perhaps look for a secret wine bottle magic passage.
Yeah, there are things covered in sheets, maybe slightly people-shaped, as you approach.
That seems like a Yuri problem. I'm looking at wine.
What, does like Laeth look at Yuri and just like point towards the sheets or what?
Yes.
What should we? Is that where we're supposed to go?
Oh, it might be our missing people, is all. You could check to see if Gavin is there. Of course, they seem like they're properly dead, maybe, so hopefully it's better that he's not. But why don't you take a look?
The dusty response is, "You should take a look." Yuri wouldn't though. Not right now, because this is an actual serious situation. Could I like cautiously walk up? Could I do like a perception check or something to see if they're moving or not or breathing?
You have medicine?
I do have medicine.
Give me a medicine check.
I have a good medicine. That's a 25.
25? Two things you notice when you approach them. They're definitely not breathing, and as you approach them, the smell of rot gets worse.
I'm going to take 3 steps. Turn around. Definitely dead. Oh, don't have to. Not going to investigate that unless we need to. Has Laeth told the rest of the party that the tracks go to a wine shelf?
I mean, I think Laeth is looking around at the wine shelf right now, and she's insensitive maybe sometimes, but I don't think so insensitive to be looking for wine when Moth Mom's lover, is theoretically in danger. So you can guess that that's what's happening.
There's no possibility that these covered shapes are ghouls that are just chilling, right? We're not going to wake up after we turn our back.
Well, when we get a wall between us, so we can find that out later.
You should have.
So I'm gonna check if the people are alive or not.
I said they're definitely dead.
Oh, well then I'm gonna check if the people are ghouls or not.
Okay.
So you kind of go around and sort of like flip the sheets off of them. Yeah, as you sort of pull the sheet off the first one, you notice that they have been posed. Kind of your classic dead, arms crossed over the chest. They look, the best way to put it is drained. You can see some marks on the arms. Those seem to be the only kind of wounds you see. They don't appear to be ghouls. They just appear to be people in stages of decay.
Marks like fang marks?
Are you taking a look?
No, I was ask if they're fang marks.
Well, I was about to ask if they're fang. I was gonna ask if they're fang marks, and then I was gonna ask for specific fang marks because I have fang marks that I can make, and they are very different from vampire fang marks. Like, I don't suck, I inject. So there's the wounds are different in that sense. And they might look different. And I'm looking at that specifically.
Do you have perception or medicine? I'll let you roll either.
I for sure have perception. I don't know if I have. I don't think I'm. Yeah, I have perception. You're letting me roll it. Oh yeah, new die loves me, or at least is showing me affection for now until I let my guard down, and maybe it will kill me. Yep, 23.
23. Yeah, as you sort of pick up a person's arm and take a look at it, they appear to be more needle marks than fangs. Something drained all of the blood out of these people in a very medical way.
Well, that's a little bit more sinister. Gravewing's going to gesture to y'all, and whoever sees gets to know the information, basically. These guys have been drained, not by fangs.
Is it look like fangs, but it's not, or is it just...
It's not fangs.
Okay.
Too small. Not messy enough.
Do you think someone is trying to shift some blame or cause some problems?
Oh, absolutely.
From over by the...
Go ahead.
From over by the wine racks, Laeth sort of calls over. Maybe they're just jealous.
Or they are experimenting.
Jealous of what?
The Dampiers they're kidnapping.
They're jealous of the Dampiers, so they wish they could suck blood, so they're sucking their blood to be like the Dampiers?
They could turn themselves into one. Maybe.
Yeah.
I've heard of people doing fucked up shit for very little.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true. Laeth, have you found the secret wine bottle? Or are you still looking?
Did I find a secret wine bottle, Aubrey?
Give me another perception check real quick as you do that. This wine rack itself has 7 or 8 bottles left on it, most of them completely covered in dust.
25.
25, dust and ash and all of that. 25, because the house above it did burn down. And you sort of probably gently start pulling on these bottles. And yeah, literally the 6th one you pull doesn't move. And you kind of feel the rack sort of gently pull.
I think Laeth sort of sketches a little bow and pulls it, or like activates the trigger.
Laeth, can you make me a reflex save?
Yay!
fuck.
I said I was also keeping an eye out for traps.
I've been rolling secret checks.
Let's see. That is an 18, 28, 30.
30? Okay, that is a critical success versus this trap. As you open it, you hear the sort of the twang of a crossbow, and about 3 inches from your head, lodged in a beam, is a crossbow bolt.
Are you all right?
Well, was that the right one or the wrong one?
Yeah, did anything else open or it was just a trap?
Oh, you can pull the thing open now. It's just you did not notice that there was like a slight tripwire on it
fair.
that you pulled the crossbow taut.
There. No, it was the right one.
Security, I guess.
I mean, we saw the alarm outside. Or I did.
Eurideux would like to kind of shoulder their rifle and take out the Tyrant. It's like, just like have it ready. It's like, well, we go, right? And then Yuri's going to start walking in.
My bracelet shows me the direction, right? Or tries to take me to the direction. Is this the right way?
Yes.
Okay.
So Yuri, you're heading down this first.
Yeah, Yuri, can you check for traps? How's your perception?
My perception is good.
Okay.
I guess.
Alistair can't do anything special and fancy that he would normally do if he were.
Yeah, just this
Vocal?
seems odd or whatever. Detect traps, or is it just sort of there's a secret passage here?
It's
or
more
this
like
thing's out of place?
secret passage, or things are out of place.
Okay.
It doesn't do like traps or anything like that.
So
It might
Alistair watched you.
let them realize that there is a trap, but not where it is or what it is.
Yes, I would like to go down and checking for traps.
Yeah, give me a perception
is
check.
Plus 10.
As you start heading down this tunnel, you notice that this tunnel is not professionally made. Whoever hewed it from the earth itself.
Taking note of that, walking down gingerly, I got a 23 perception.
23 perception. Yeah, you notice the sort of the very ramshackledness of this tunnel. There are these sort of old rotting beams like set up to brace the walls, and this quite possibly might be a tunnel system that runs underneath the entire Salvation Row, made by hand. You eventually get to a sort of a T intersection. There's a door to your left, and then the hallway keeps going off to your right.
Are we seeing any of the fox symbols that we saw in the sewers, or these are not the same sort of smuggler tunnels?
You don't see any of those if you look.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me, I was burping. Burping again, excuse me. Are there any other like identifiable markings or repetitive markings? Because cults got symbols, Tyrant probably has symbols, things like that. Anything repetitive?
Give me a perception check.
Vampire perverts have lots of symbols.
You would know.
16.
16, you don't see any. This hole is... It doesn't appear to be connected with anything you've come across before.
As just a FYI, Lou is just gonna be constantly pulsing out detect magic with her little, I don't know, water dowsing
Yeah, there's
Method.
something magical behind that door.
Ah. The little pendant will swing in that direction, and Lou is gonna point. And just whisper, "There is something magical behind that door."
I'm gonna look at Gravewing. Is that the way we should be going? What's your bracelet telling you?
What's the bracelet telling me?
The bracelet is pointing you to because the left is where the door is. That's where the something magical is. Bracelet's pointing you right.
Nah, that's not the way.
Do we want to check it out in case it's something bad that will follow us?
Or information to be used to have an advantage. Or it could be a bad idea.
Anyone want to take a listen at the door or anything like that?
I guess I could. Well, like, kind of just like, I'm looking for Gravewing because I know for Gravewing this is much more higher stakes than for us. Not for like that we don't care, but it's for obvious reasons and gay ones.
Mm-hmm. Graving will just say, Lorelai is a big girl. She can take care of herself. We're
26.
here.
26, you don't hear anything from behind this door. It's not locked. It's not trapped.
Well, I'm like, okay. And I'm gonna slowly open the door, kind of like motioning people to step back in case there's another crossbow.
Yeah, as you do, the door opens into a room that could be generously considered an office of some kind. There are papers strewn everywhere, books. There are books. There is like that sort of, what is the word I'm looking for? The sort of half cut apart skeleton.
Oh, that anatomy students use?
Yeah.
So it's got the organs in it and stuff?
There's also jars filled with preserved organs and body parts.
Were the people upstairs missing? I'll sort of ask Gravewing.
Did I notice them missing anything? Just blood.
Just blood. Don't see any blood. And also, these jars are old, very old.
No, they were just missing blood.
Lovely. Well, hopefully our forager still has their hands.
Fun lab stuff. Fun shit. Could we? Is there like a desk? Does the desk have drawers? Are there cabinets or anything?
Yeah, the desk itself is more of like a table, but the table itself is covered in these journals and papers. There are cabinets. On the desk there is the papers. There are ink quills, and there's a pair of gloves. Which, Lou, that's when those are the thing. Like, you notice that your thing is going towards those gloves.
Oh. Can I squint at them real good and figure out why they're pinging as magical?
Yeah. Give me a take a minute or two and give me a magical thingy check. Your arcana, occultism, nature, or religion. These gloves themselves, they are clean, despite everything, sort of this clean white.
15. I'm gonna say occultism, because that's my shtick, but it could have been either.
15, you're unsure. Not high enough to figure out what it is.
That is...
But you know they are magical.
They seem cursed. I could roll curse lore if I need to.
Yeah, give me a curse lore roll.
13.
No, they don't seem cursed. They seem magical in some way, but you are unsure.
You know, I was for a while, just kind of for funsies. No real intent behind it, just funsies. Putting my dice out with the full moon. And I missed the last couple. And I'm starting to think they're taking it personally. I think they like the moon bath. I just went, look at the moonlight. You're shiny. You look pretty in the moonlight. Yeah, they're mad, I think. Yeah, I'll just mention that the gloves seem to be what is magical.
Alistair, I think, can make that roll as well.
Yeah, and Nihil probably.
Yeah, Nihil
Please
can
help.
definitely also make that roll.
I'll do that for him.
Am I the only caster present right now?
You are.
Yes.
Oh, no.
We only have two. Well, no,
I'm not
half
even a
of us
proper
can
caster.
cast now because motherfucker was Alistair can only use scrolls.
Yeah, Nihil is the only true caster.
Nihil's the only true caster.
Everyone else is.
Where's his skills? 1 second. Oh, there they are. What is the role?
Whatever your casting tradition, arcane, occultism, nature, or religion.
What is his?
+9.
No, I mean, what's his tradition? I don't know what it is.
Occultism.
Thank you. I got it. 28.
28. Yeah. Nihil is the only one who rolled high enough. These are healer's gloves.
Oh, that makes it
when
really
you-
funny that Lou didn't ping that then. She's literally wearing a pair.
Mhm. Yeah, these are healer's gloves.
Niall's gonna
For
pick them up and
designer.
be like, well, these aren't cooking gloves. I have no use for them. They're healer's gloves. And Schism's like, my little mimic box is gonna be Schism now. I just need you to know.
Yes,
My
it's
God.
perfect. But yeah, no, you get the +1 to medicine checks, and once per day you can soothe the wounds of a living person and get 2d6 +7 hit points.
Anyone else want a pair of healer's gloves?
Well,
Fun
Lou,
fact.
you already have one, so now
I've
we
already
have
got
two
some, yeah.
healer's gloves. Yeah.
I got them from the
Yeah.
last
Fun fact:
mad
these can't be
scientist.
used on Laeth because of the because it counts as a positive
Living
healing effect.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
We wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know
Laeth
that.
will take them. Like, she does
They don't. They
healies.
won't. They can't harm you
Yeah.
because it says you can't harm undead with this healing.
Nice.
It just does nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah. No. I mean, +1 item bonus to medicine checks. Nothing to sniff at.
Yeah.
Nope.
While the casters are looking at the gloves, I would like to look at the papers. Is there a
Mhm.
theme? Is it research notes? What's going on here?
A lot of these papers are anatomical drawings. The first one you pick up is like an arm, like a human arm, and it's you in the drawing itself. It's you watch as whoever drew this expertly drew it, sort of peeling away each layer, sort of listing what they are. And eventually there's a lot. There's you see many different ancestries. You see elves. You see all sorts of different people, and eventually you get to a crudely bound leather journal.
I would like to check it for traps and then open it.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
17.
Okay, so yeah, there's no traps on this. This is kind of the journal. It's got like that sort of leather bookmark that's specifically bookmarked to a page. Are you going to open it to the first page of the book or where that bookmark is?
I will open it to the bookmark page. Does it seem like it's skin leather or normal leather?
It seems like normal leather.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
You've not encountered the Necronomicon yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Not in this universe.
That book gets around. As you open to this page, it is a journal to a day in Savwent about 40 years ago. And it says, I've done it. I've proven them all wrong, that it can be done. Now I have to keep it quiet until I'm done my research. The Holy Blood will kill me if they find this out. And that's the entire entry.
We looked at Scary Professor Talus's notebook journals. Is it similar writing or totally different?
Totally different handwriting.
Beautiful.
This person is, especially with what you've rolled and your kind of upbringing, this is someone who, at least for part of their life, had a very, very nice and fancy upbringing. You can kind of tell. But through the wearing of time, exhaustion, it's kind of fallen by the wayside.
If I flip back to the first page, is there a title plate or anything? This book belongs to?
No, there's not.
Sign your journals, guys. But I will sort of flash it to the group and say, they've proved something. A while ago, though. I don't know why they're continuing with experimentation. Or what they're experimenting on, really.
And why would it be so unpleasant to the Holy Blood?
A lot of things are unpleasant to the Holy Blood. But I would say this is probably... It's probably something nasty based off of the fact that we had a bunch of dead bodies drained of blood. And we are in a stinky basement.
Did we determine with the bodies whether they were Dampier bodies?
I would think you would at least check for fangs, even though you would know that not all Dampier have fangs. Some of them have different forms of showing their undead heritage. There's some where you could tell with fangs, others you were a little unsure.
So are you saying they were all for sure Dampier?
You could there were a few bodies up there you would be unsure about because they would have no obvious signs of their vampiric heritage.
But at least somewhere.
A bunch of them would have fangs or claws or something like that. Something to sort of show that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all very pale from being drained of blood.
They were at least the ones I could identify are most likely Dampier, so.
Well, let's hope whatever they're experimenting on doesn't find us here.
Actually, Aubrey, so I flipped to the first page in the bookmark page.
Mm-hmm.
There's writing past the bookmark page, yes?
Yeah. Bookmark page is about 2/3 of the way through the journal. Well, there's a little bit after the bookmark page. It's about 2/3 of the way through the journal. And the final page that has writing on it, it says, "They know. Oh God, they know. I'm so sorry."
I think Laeth is still sort of flipping through the journal while people are talking about Dampiers and says, well, it sounds like maybe their work was stopped and this is a fun continuation of it.
Oh,
Or
lovely.
do we think maybe this is someone else picking up where they left off?
That's not out of the question for sure.
I mean, the page I was looking at was from decades ago. It would be strange if they figured something out and waited another 40 years to act on it, right?
Well, we are under the house that burned down, so it is possible the burning of the house might have interrupted research, depending on timing.
Could be the reason why the house burned down in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should go find your big girl and get them out of here.
Oh boy. Let's go. We're going, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Take
going to
the
take
journal.
the journal. Yeah.
So you leave the room and head the other way, and as you start to move through, it starts to sort of angle down as you're going deeper into the earth. And you're walking for a minute or two before you come out into another room. It's a large, sort of natural cavern. It's been put to use for whatever this person is doing. You instantly can see the outlines of cages. And you can, the smell of rot, decay, sweat, blood just gets worse as you enter this room.
Are there anything in the cages?
There are people in the cages. Some of them seem alive, but very weak. Some of them seem like corpses, people who expired. Some of them seem okay, relatively, a little weak. All in all, there's probably about 10 cages and about 20 people. Most of which will all just instantly shrink away from the bars, seeing any of you.
Laeth, can we get them open?
Not yet.
Might be safer for them to stay in there until we deal with whoever took them.
As long as we are sure we can deal with it, we don't know what it is.
If you're scared, you can go back.
I just don't want our hubris to mean that these people stay here.
And I don't want our generosity to get us killed.
We would need to help them out anyways. We should keep going until we figure out what's going on and get them on the way back. Hopefully we'll have more hands on the way back.
I'm following my bracelet.
It pulls you through this room. Near the end, there's someone who kind of comes up to the cage door and like rattles on it a little bit. He goes, "You've got to help us.
Who took you?
Please." I don't know their name.
What do they look like?
For the most part, they wear a hood, but underneath they are the best way I could describe it is they're stitched together.
Are you a Dampier?
Yes.
This is presumptuous. Do you know if this thing is undead or not?
I don't know if she's undead. She certainly seems, she doesn't have any, it seems when she does talk, she seems very educated. I was talking to one of us about books. She tracked them away to drain them.
Do you know why she's draining you guys?
I don't know. She needs the blood for something. Something in the lab down there.
Are you strong enough to walk?
Yeah, she's only trained me once.
Okay. I'm gonna gesture to this one.
We know. We got a description of Gavin. Is this our forger?
Yes, this is Gavin.
Oh shit, fucking Gavin.
Fucking Gavin.
Fucking.
Yeah, Laeth will get to work on the lock and say, as she's working, say, it's really inconvenient that you got taken. Lorelai sent us.
Oh, thank God. Yeah,
Where's your captor? Do you know where she went?
she took whoever's under his captive through there down to the lab.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do something after you get out of here.
Yeah.
You go up the stairs, you get out, you're at that haunted, burned down house.
Good to know.
go get Clover. It's Clover, right? That's that was the alias, right?
Mhm.
Okay, good. Yeah, go get Clover. Let Clover know where we are. Bring more people because there are more people here in cages.
Looks around and goes, yeah, I can. That was Lorelai, right?
Yeah. Clover
Fuck.
knows that we're with her. She just needs to come here
Yeah, I can do that.
and bring more of your guys.
24 on the lock.
Yeah, 24 is enough. These aren't incredibly complex. It's just people in here are stuck without any kind of tools to try to open them. And you pop the lock on it and, open the door and, Gavin is a little unsteady on his feet. He's been kind of locked in this for a while as he sort of opens and pushes the door open and, sort of gets his bearings and just, yeah, I'll go grab and I'll be right back.
Do you need anything to stabilize before you leave? Food? Blood?
I wouldn't say no to anything to eat, but I'll be fine.
I feel like Nihil has pocket snacks. Yeah.
Definitely has pocket snacks.
Nihil is like, here is food.
Nihil pulls out a whole charcuterie board.
That he made on the way down here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's always in the background just crafting snacks.
If you wait 15 more minutes, the bread will rise.
Yeah. Oh no, my muffins aren't ready. But don't worry, I'll have them when you come back.
The combat muffins.
The combat muffins.
It's a little, just sort of like, it just ends up being bits of cheese and meat between bread and just eats it while he leaves.
The Lunchable.
Exactly.
Ye old Lunchable.
Mm-hmm.
And now I need to know what Niall's opinion on Lunchables are. You see that? Like because I know some people hate Lunchables.
Like true Lunchables or like the concept of Lunchables, but like a good version?
Both.
We can find out. We can message Tick.
Yeah, like I want to know Niall's opinions. Yeah, I want to know the opinions now of Nihil and Lunchables. Yay or nay?
But yeah, we're following the bracelet and the path down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Mothmom or is Gravewing in front now?
Yeah, probably makes sense.
Yeah, you do that. You head down through this, and it continues through these sort of hand-carved tunnels. Are you all trying to be stealthy?
Yeah,
I am.
All right, can I get stealth rolls for everybody? I'll roll for Alistair if somebody would like to roll for Nihil.
Yep. It's the way I don't trust Tick ever, even when they're not here.
I can give Tick. I think I have guidance again. I think. Hold on. Yes, I have guidance again, so I can give Tick guidance.
No, Nihil has very good stuff. I just don't trust anyone else rolling for Tick.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dusty, why do you look so concerned? You have a hero point.
I use my hero point.
Hey, are we about to be twinsies? Did
The
you
hero
get
point.
with a hero point?
I got a 2 with the hero point. With my +2 stealth, it is making a 4.
I at least pulled my natural one into where'd it go? Into an 8. My dice want me to die today.
We've got a 26.
Mothmom gets 23. Nihil gets a dirty 20.
What about Alistair?
Alistair got a 22.
With my,
Awesome,
I also
cool.
get 1 from the spider silk coat, so that's a 5. These aren't even Yuri dice. Why am I rolling them?
Yeah, you Unfortunately, you kind of hit one of those spots that's very echoey in the hall, and Alouette and Yuri, you decide to say something to each other at just the wrong moment, and it's a little too loud and just kind of echoes for a minute.
Mom
It's literally like-
turns around, gives you the dirtiest look that you cannot see because her whole face is covered.
It's literally like, shh, be careful.
Yes. Okay. Oh, echo.
No, Alyssa.
That's for later.
Exactly. So, yeah, you two, and somewhere in the distance you hear the sound of something crashing.
Oh, well, now we're running. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a little too late now. We're giving away. There's a loud boom noise. Well, crashing noise. Gravewing's just going to take off and run.
Hmm.
Following at a run.
Run.
Yeah, you all break into a run and start heading down these hallways, and it's only maybe about 100 feet from where you were. You enter into another of these natural-made caverns, and there's several things you notice first. One is the strange figure in the hood has something over their shoulder and is running through a further exit. Two, they seem to have knocked over a giant vat of chemicals that's on fire. And three, Lorelai is strapped to a gurney.
Is she awake or is she unconscious?
She is awake currently. You'll notice that in her arm are some of this medical equipment that appears to it be like a blood transfusion machine on a very large scale.
You said the hooded figure has something over their shoulder, like a person, or like?
There are two gurneys in this room. One has Lorelai, one is empty.
Gotcha.
I'm very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to continue chasing, but I will point to Lorelai and just say, "Get her out!" And I'm taking off.
Strapped to a gurney like leather straps, not
Leather
like
straps,
metal.
yeah.
Okay, then I am also going to give chase because I think, maybe 5 feet behind you.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you and I are just very fucking fast because Rogue and Monk.
Yeah, I'm 35 right now.
I'm also 35. Let's go!
I would point for Lou to keep going, and I'll get Lorelai.
Okay. Yeah. That solves her dilemma. Sorry.
Yeah. We're going to start
Nihil?
another chase.
Oh, I was about to ask if Nihil has some cool anti-chemical ice spell.
No, they do not.
But they deal with kitchen fires, so they should be.
I was
good
gonna
at
say.
this.
I was also gonna say, can Nihil handle the fire and stay back, because that, if anyone's gonna deal with fire, it's fucking Nihil.
I should also point out, y'all have seen Yuri turn their blood into fire multiple times before.
That's true.
Yeah, but you would just be adding more fire to the fire. Is
fire.
what it sounds like.
I get
Or
stronger.
at least immune? Question mark. Less likely to burn.
And
HP,
Alistair will stay
yes.
behind and try to help with this weird laboratory thing as the rest of you, we're going to move into a chase. And I'm going to need either, I'm just going to need an athletics check from all of you to start off.
Oh, I'm regretting coming along. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This is a bard dice. Please. Proszę. Go.
Wow.
All right, let's go.
My love of mimics is coming through. That's all I'm gonna say.
With a +0, I got a 17.
17?
Nice.
17's pretty good. Yeah.
Dirty 20 for Laeth.
Dirty 30.
Yeah.
Bam, let's go.
You do, and you all, for the most part, are keeping chase. This person's a little bit ahead of you currently, as you try to keep them within your sights. They seem to know these tunnels very well, and you get a better look at them. This person they have over their shoulders. It's person shaped. It's kind of hard to tell too much from here. They're also wearing the same kind of dark clothing. So eventually there is a point where you watch as she is going to throw something behind her. They just sort of 4 small pellets, and as they hit the ground, they sort of erupt into this smoke. And you notice before you, there are going to be 2 different tunnels that she could take. How do you want to deal with this?
I am the wind. Could I activate my my impulse, and through the activate, I can also make an elemental blast attack to just burst below the thing. But yeah, if it's like we only got 1 action per se, I would like to argue that activating my kinetic impulse, because it starts forming more wind, more air around me. That's what bursts through the smoke. I have 2 actions, and I'll just punch it.
It can definitely help. It would just be like 1 action. Like, what are you doing in this moment?
Activating the impulse, so that way the burst of air that comes out of it pushes the smoke away, so we can see where they go.
Hey, what is everyone else gonna do?
I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna arbitrarily pick a direction. I will go left.
Okay, so we did not see which direction she went.
The smoke would. She's still probably about like a good tunnel length ahead of you.
Okay.
So she threw this down and then has had a few seconds to pick which way she's going.
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna pick the opposite route that Laeth went. Yeah, I think so, because she can't hook Laeth up to a transfusion machine right now. She's busy running. So it's probably fine. Right. I'll just go the opposite way and hope one of these directions is correct.
Yeah. So, Gravewing, your air impulse definitely gets rid of the smoke, but by this point, she's chosen a direction, is running down it. Just needed the momentary distraction. Do you follow either Alouette or Laeth? Because one's going left, one's going right.
No, I'm gonna wait for one of them to shout if they see him, because I can catch up.
Okay. So, Alouette and Laeth, could you roll me perception checks?
25. Again, Farris.
Yes! But hey, this time it's a 10 total.
Get me to the moon.
I know. Oh my gosh, they're real mad about this. They're upset. They love moon time.
It's been an hour. We got another hero point.
Do we?
Yeah, it's
I
been an
already
hour.
used one. I will reroll. I keep cycling through the dice too. I have not yet used the same dice twice. Girl, what is wrong with you? I gave so many angels wings. This is a bell dice. It rings a lot. Anyway, so that's gonna be a 13. Nope, sorry, 12. I can't count. I got a 3. Sorry, 3.
3? Okay. You do that, and you immediately you don't see anything down this tunnel, but unfortunately at this point you're like 40, 50 feet down this tunnel. Laeth, you notice footprints.
Yeah, Laeth
but you don't see the person.
Okay. Do the footprints stop, or I continue? Like, could I follow
they
them?
continue, yeah.
Okay, Laeth is going to shout left, hoping that means that Alouette and Gravewing can hear her and just continue to follow the footprints as fast as she can without losing them.
Do I hear left?
Yeah. I mean, it's tunnels. This thing is gonna echo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna yell left again just for Alouette because I'm closer technically, and then I'm just booking it left.
Yeah, I'll backtrack.
Yeah. You do that, and you.
Wait. Before I backtrack, because I just remembered this person disappears a lot. I do want to, as I'm running, because it's a cantrip, detect magic. I'm flinging that little pendant around just to make sure that they didn't just stay put and hide in a corner.
You're not getting that as you're running around.
That's fine. I just remembered the whole they appear out of nowhere bit. I'm like, oh crap, we detected magic last time.
Yeah, you do that, and you immediately head down the other tunnel, and eventually get to another large open area. Learning a lot about the tunnels under Malakad, you're being led on a merry chase, and whoever has society, roll me society real quick.
You think it's gonna matter? Let's find out.
17.
17.
Oh. Why? Why this time? Why for this? Why? It's a 29.
It's a nerdy thing.
It's a 29. Ask me about my city. Ask me about the place I never go to. Ask me about it.
Has studied sewer maps. 22 for Laeth.
She would though.
22. Lou, you understand this immediately. It's simply because just like ways of like orienting yourself and the directions. You are relatively sure that if you follow these tunnels, continue to follow these tunnels, you will eventually end up in Hollow Haunt, which is the district that fell into a sinkhole years ago.
Oh.
Because you are also sort of going down as you do this.
Yeah, as they're running, she's just gonna be like, I think we're heading to the Hollow Haunt. That is in a sinkhole.
So Yuri, you are back in the lab as you work to get Lorelai unstrapped from the gurney, and Nihil puts out the fire. It doesn't really take all that long to get Lorelai unstrapped from the gurney. I don't imagine you take the time to unbuckle. You just cut the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 3 blades on me easily.
Mm-hmm. And Alistair is there, and Alistair has medicine, so it gets the transfusion stuff out properly. So it's just not going to start spurting blood everywhere. And Lorelai says to you and says, that was a little bit more than I was expecting.
Yeah. Did they take anything from you? Are you okay? Are you able to
They
run?
were certainly trying to take blood. To whatever the other person was, they were trying to put the blood in them.
That's worse.
Yeah. It certainly was.
We found Gavin. We sent him out to get Clover.
Okay.
I'm gonna start chasing him. Are you in good shape? Do you want to go run after? Or do you want to go to your people?
I took a massive knock to the head,
Okay.
so I
Go
think
to your people.
I'm not in any shape to give chase right now.
Yeah. No, I understand. We go to your people. They're bringing back up. There's some more Dampier's done over there. We need to go get going because we need to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, go for it. And we'll like reach into sort of a hidden pocket inside the shirt of her inside her shirt. And we'll pull out a set of lockpicks and say, "You go. I'll unlock everyone."
Sounds good. If something bad happens, just yell. I'm sure one of us will be able to hear it.
It's sure, Farris. You can leave a trail of silverware. Because it is so Lou.
That is incredibly new.
Just drop it as every
Breadcrumbs.
time we hit a junction, drop a spoon, drop a fork. Not a whole trail, just only at the junctions.
Pointing in the direction you go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we'll start heading off. Yuri would 100% immediately understand that. This is probably not the first time.
Mhm. Hey, will the rest of, well, all of you actually give me a quick athletics check to see how well you're doing at this point.
You like twos? Are those maybe a good number?
No.
Girl, you're
Weird.
getting tired.
Yeah, you're going to take a level of fatigue,
Let's do
or
it.
a level of exhaustion.
I can't have
fatigue.
worse athletics. That's a lie. I could have a negative instead of a 0.
I had to use a hero point, but 23.
23. Okay.
I use nothing of the sort. 25. I still have 2.
I also
I like being
had to
you.
use a hero point, and that was 26.
To be fair, we are doing something I have plus 11 in and can actually do even better in.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
I've also
Just
just been
give-
rolling like crap.
No, absolutely.
In
Just-
a field I'm bad at already.
Yeah.
I'm literally at the point where it's like, give me holes to jump. Watch, I'll get farther even. Like,
So, Yuri, it doesn't take you that long. You're used to sprinting, running away.
I'm picking up the spoons as we go because it's 100%
Yeah, of
awesome.
course.
Oh, that's cute.
Of course, that may also impede your way back. It's fine. Yeah. It doesn't take you very long to catch up with them, and I'm gonna say that for the moment, Nihil and Alistair are helping with the herding of people out, and Gravewing, Alouette, and Laeth, and Yuri, you all meet up, and you just keep going, and there's a point that happens as it's a sharp turn. It's a sharp turn into nothing, Alouette. And everyone else is ready to stop on the dime, but unfortunately, you just really don't have the shoes for this. Your shoes go skidding, and you are about to fall.
I'm fast. Can I grab?
Reflex check.
You know what? Surprisingly, somehow, I am an expert in reflex. Will that matter? Let's find out.
Mhm.
Like, I'm also fast, but Gravewing can grab her. Can I also try to grab her, actually?
You can, yeah.
Hey, guess what? You don't need to. You know what I was given as a gift to make up for my
You
time?
give it a nat 20?
I was given a nat 20, so take a 28, baby.
So I think what happens is, like, you immediately start going. They throw their arms out. You throw your arms back and grab both of their hands.
Just because I'm
So you're
sort
now
of time
holding
for fun, so
Gravewing's
it's like
and Laeth's hands. As you look out over into this chasm, the trail stops here. It's hard to tell. It may go down a couple hundred feet. It is further than your vision. But you know this person is a spellcaster of some kind. So they probably had some sort of way to get down.
I have a way to get down. Lou says, in character, even though that wasn't her voice. I don't know if any of you have ever gone climbing before, but I have rope. I can make rope.
Okay.
Would literally just rather jump.
That is a long way down.
I know, but I don't like the fact that you said that you can make rope.
It's okay, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no, I didn't look at make.
Don't worry about it, Yori. Just close your eyes and climb down the rope, okay?
I don't know if that picked up on camera, so let me do it again on the audio.
Laeth
just
just
like you-
assumes that this is some magic bullshit and just like, okay, well, we're losing the trail.
Yeah, it is technically magic, sort of. But this is Luke, who doesn't do magic very well, so it's a little more literal than that. Yeah, she's just gonna casually cut herself open with a little card, and just pull out her guts. But it doesn't look painful in any way, and she's being very chill about it, and is like, "Don't freak out, it's fine, okay? Don't worry about it." And is going to
Wait
cast
for that.
inside ropes. These are the ropes from inside your body. So we get 50 feet at a time, but I figure we can do this rock climbing style and just re-anchor it periodically with her body.
Moth Mom's gonna look at you and be like, is it is all of your magic just disgusting? Because first boogers, now this. Is
You
this?
know what? This might be why I was rejected from the academy. In retrospect, 3 times. Anyway,
This is
running out
wild.
of nighttime. Let's go. Don't
I'm,
worry about it.
I'm just gonna grab a one and slide down, and once I get to the end of the rope, which is 50 feet, you said,
Mhm.
Aubrey, do I see the bottom?
You do not.
Do not. Okay. I will yell back up 50 feet, no bottom. Just so that way you know
Mhm.
you'll probably have to do this again. And I don't mind doing this solely because Moth Mom has wind pillow. So if I do see the bottom, I will jump. Like, I'll let go of the rope so that way I land perfectly fine, basically, and just can give us like a basic idea of how far down we're going. So, yeah. That, and whoever just is done with the rope thing can just let go and I'll catch you.
Does
Because-
Mothman have a way to get back up? Just climbing?
No, we're all climbing back up. That's
We're
the fun part
committing.
about this. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, in theory, I could help push myself up with wind, but that would be so many blasts, and I don't think it'll work out. We have to climb back up or find another way out.
Maybe
Hey,
a helpful
Aubrey.
eagle will fly through.
Hey, Aubrey,
Uh-huh.
what DC of a check would I need to simply do the thing where I stick a weapon down to hold myself like sturdy and just kind of slide down this wall?
A 50?
I could give you a 29 on a crit. How about that?
Unfortunately, like if it was only like 50 feet, I would probably allow that. But this is at least 100 feet. You can't tell because it goes beyond your vision.
You don't want to
Fine,
use your
I'll-
cousin's guts to
Innards.
descend a wall?
Mhm.
I don't understand. Why not?
And
They're
as you're
squishy. They're not like slick.
as you're looking around, it's kind of like you've seen like what the inside of an anthill looks like. There are tunnels that sort of just crept all across the wall, so you could theoretically climb down from tunnel to tunnel to tunnel to tunnel down. But yet again, getting out is going to be your problem. You've also short 2 party members
And
who
we
are
don't
back
know.
there. Mhm.
We've presumably lost the trail at this point.
You're relatively sure that she went down.
Are we all the way down yet?
No. Because also I would need you to make rolls if you were going to do tunnel to tunnel to tunnel to tunnel.
Well, then, if that's what the case is, I would suggest we just, once we're 50 feet down, we climb back up because there's no point.
Yeah, currently is you can. This person seems to have gone down into Hollow Hunt.
Yeah, no, I think I agree. It's like, well, we've lost them. We should count our losses. We got the person we're looking for.
We got most of them out, but
Lorelai is getting the rest of them out.
well, I figured we also let Gavin out.
So
No, what I'm saying is, we also have Juniper. You can maybe ask her if she knows any more science-y freaks.
She's part of the Science-y Freak Union.
Yep. You know, I don't know if those notes that you found seem familiar or anything. But we're not getting anywhere if we continue down here. Besides lost. We can also try again in Hollow Haunt, but well.
The channels that we've been running through, are they your girls or they're someone else's?
Huh?
They seem different now, sort of hand dug. No smuggler marks.
Who are you talking to?
Gravewing.
Gravewing feels confused. The vibes are confusing.
Are these the Blades tunnels?
They're not, right, Aubrey?
No.
These are no.
Interesting. I wonder how far they go.
Well, if this is Hollow Haunt, then they say something might be alive down here. Could just be like a giant worm.
Lovely.
Come on, let's go back. We got a long trek back.
Who is going to very neatly coil her guts back up, like you would properly wrap like an electrical cable. And then
I need
just
you to know that
pop them back in.
Gravewing is watching the whole time. If you try to turn for privacy, Gravewing's gonna walk around to watch the rest of it. It's like, you know, like a car crash and you can't turn away, or like you know something disgusting is about to happen, and you have to watch the whole thing through. Oh my god! Like when an ear cleaning video or a pimple popping video shows up, and you're like, well, I guess this is my next 30 seconds. That's what's happening with Gravewing. There is no comment section to hide behind, Blue. And when you're done, Gravewing's just gonna. She lifts a hand to maybe perhaps touch touch her head or something like that. Remembers that this is the hand that was used to climb down, and then just wipe it on her pants a lot. Look, I'm not saying it's not useful, but it is wild.
I am aware. I don't have an explanation for it.
I am much more interested in how you learned how to do that.
That one is a funny story, but Yuri hates it, or would hate it if they ever learned about it. So I don't really mention it much.
Yuri's just gonna look over a handful of spoons.
There is a fence, and I did not always climb out my window very well. Thank you for the spoons, Yuri. I'm glad they were useful.
Yuri's gonna do the thing where I assume there's dirt or dust on the ground, gonna get their gore covered hand covered in that and rub it so it gets off.
The best part is Lou is wearing healer's gloves, so her hands spotless.
Pain.
And Laeth, in theory, if you're wearing the
I
gloves
was
as
gonna say,
well,
Laeth also
same
put on
situation.
The gloves. Hell yeah.
Gravewing has no gloves. I was barehanded. There's bits in my fingernails. I'm wiping that off just constantly. I think only one hand was on the rope the whole time, and I just slid it down like a fireman pole kind of vibe. But just just looking at that, just I'm walking with one hand slightly open, like I'm trying to let the wind clean it, like just kind of. Have you ever had a parent try to not make something awkward, like trying to like do what you're doing, but is also very clearly not into it, like LGBT? Wow, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, you eventually get back to. It probably takes you, because you're probably not rushing back to the like the lab and everything, so it probably takes you closer to like 30 minutes to get back there. As you know, when you get back there, there's the put out fire, there's all the lab equipment and the other gurney and transfusion machine. And then continuing on, there's nobody in the cages anymore. Any of the bodies have been taken out as well. And if you continue going up till you get to the street, there's a lot of Downfear just hanging out there. You come out at a moment where Gravewing, you can kind of see the little small reunion between Clover and Lorelai. It's a quiet moment of just like a quick forehead touch between the two of them before Lorelai turns around and you watch as she puts the mask back on and starts addressing the rest of the Downfear and says, "We will find the person who did this, and they will be dealt with accordingly. But for now, we will take you all back to our base, and you'll all get medical attention and anything else you need. I'm going to double the guards on this house, and if they show their face here again, we will deal with them. First, we protect our own."
Those tunnels lead all the way back to Hollow Haunt, probably. And there are many.
Yeah, I will, I'll figure it out. We'll keep my people safe. I'm sure you're all very tired and possibly hungry. If you would like, you can come to where we operate out of for the night. I can put you up. Figure out what to do in the morning.
Any objections? Look into the group.
Very gracious of you. Thank you.
We'd appreciate it.
I'm gonna take the bracelet off and give it back to Clover.
Clover will nod and say, "Thank you."
You might want to make more of those and just start attaching it to these people.
Lorelai says softly, "Thought had crossed my mind."
It might be the best thing right now. It seems that this person's a bit of a... it's getting really hard to defend science. Like, for me.
Yeah, they certainly seems to be a bit to that, old ghost story. More than we initially thought, of course, but certainly something.
When is the story? When did that start?
30 years ago? Just before my time. It was already something used to scare children and staying home at night. When I was a child.
Did you get a look at the other one? The one who was being transfused?
Yeah, they I think they were an elf. It didn't appear to be a Downfear. They were very weak, and they certainly looked like they had sustained damage from a fire.
Still alive.
Barely.
Can't believe I fucking called it. Can you... I'm sorry, this also might be very This is a weird question. How are Domfear made?
You
With-
see
with
when one
these-
person loves another.
Holy shit, no. I'm talking. There's gotta be more ways to bake y'all.
They're certainly feeding someone blood is the first I've heard of it. That's usually more of like becoming a full vampire. There are stories about ingesting vampire blood. You know, if someone while pregnant ingests vampire blood, there's a chance that their child might be a Domfear. Sometimes it's just a vampire gets gets it on with somebody and all of that. The very few ways to make Domfear that I'm aware of.
Do you think with these blood transfusions, I'm assuming it's giving it to the burnt up bitch,
Yeah,
it'll actually make a vampire instead?
that's theoretically possible. Enough of it. It certainly seemed like they were pouring a lot of blood into this person. And it may not be having the because there's at least 6 dead people.
Are you counting the ones upstairs or ones down here?
I haven't gotten the full count yet. Mostly counting the ones upstairs and the 2 that Gavin and I held out of there. There might be more.
They thought they had figured it out 40 years ago. Maybe they just need more blood. I mean, Domfear haven't been going missing in the district for the last 40 years, have they? To your knowledge?
Not that I'm aware of. I've been in control of it for the last little while, but no, last almost 20 years. But certainly no, this is new for this.
Well, I guess we just find the oldest person here who's been taken, tell them what day it is, and then try to figure it out from there.
Assuming there hasn't been.
Assuming they can remember what day they were
Yeah.
taken. Yeah.
A lot of strange things you could do with blood. So this is concerning.
Okay, let's go. This place smells bad. And my hands touch guts today in a very weird way.
Oh, we have running water. You can all clean up. And you're all led back to the Crow and Hammer. And then through a door in the back of the Crow and Hammer down to this sort of underneath part from the tavern. And it is like a tavern within a tavern. Underneath, this is where the Bloody Blades ply their trade. There are people relaxing, people celebrating, people planning jobs, people fencing goods. And you're all given rooms and given food and time to clean up. And we'll figure out what you do with all of this time in next week.
It's my turn, right? We're
Yes,
taking
it
it
is
away.
your turn.
All right. Thanks for listening, motherfuckers. If you like what we do, make sure to, I don't know, follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky and a bunch of other places that we're in. You know, Goblets and Gays. Follow us on Twitch because we also stream now. And we have, I mean, if you like this vampire stuff, we have more vampire stuff. Wow. I bet this sounds pretty nasty. Wouldn't you just want to log off now? And you just want to cancel this? You should. And then show up again next week. Maybe I'll do this again. Maybe I won't.
Maybe you will.
I could not find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side.